Banning big backyard cats. It seems every month brings another story of a tiger or bobcat getting seized from a San Antonio home. And believe it or not, more tigers live in Texas homes than they do actually in the wild. But right now, there's a new push in Congress to put an end to private ownership. Tonight, Fox San Antonio's Robert Price is on the Tiger Beat with exclusive insight from two of the stars of Tiger King.
A 7-month-old, 70-pound tiger named Elsa now calls this animal sanctuary near Dallas home. Rescued during the February freeze from a person's property in southwest Bexar County. Deputies found Elsa crying in this cage outside in the cold.
I say, what, a tiger? No, I can't believe it.
Damaris Cardenas lives just a few houses away.
They find a tiger in Prima Street. It's scary for real.
It's a much bigger problem than what I think the general public knows about.
Sure enough, just 1 month later in March, deputies showed up at a home on the south side and confiscated a 5-year-old bobcat and 14-week-old tiger cub being kept as pets.
I don't even want to imagine what would happen if one of those things got a hold of a baby.
Investigators arrested these two for felony animal cruelty. The tiger cub and bobcat spent a month getting nursed back to health at the San Antonio Zoo and have since found forever homes. The cub at Houston's downtown aquarium and the bobcat at a sanctuary near Dallas.
We have seen an uptick in these reports, tigers running wild and running loose.
In San Antonio, it's illegal to own a tiger or other big cats, but that's not the case everywhere in the state. According to the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, Texas has more tigers in captivity in backyards than remain in the wild.
People may not still realize how prevalent this is. Can you speak to that?
I think people in Texas might realize how prevalent it is because it's in the news all the time when people having tigers running around in their backyards.
For insight on this problem, we reached out to Carole Baskin, animal rights activist, founder of Big Cat Rescue.
He was like a mythical character.
And one of the breakout stars from Netflix's massive hit docuseries, Tiger King.
It showed that there's all these crazies in this industry.
Carole's husband, Howard, also featured prominently in the show. They understand the appeal of owning these animals or wanting to pet them.
What's more adorable than a tiger cub?
If, he says, you don't know the backstory.
If you don't know that it was torn from its mother at birth, that it's physically punished to diminish its behaviors, deprived of sleep, it's natural to want to hold them. So that's why we're trying to educate people.
That's what's driving most of the abuse. They have to pump out hundreds of these cubs every year. They can only use them from about the age of 8 weeks till they're 12 to 16 weeks, and then they can take a finger off of a small child. And so that means they're constantly having to dump those animals into the private homes like you've seen in Texas and breed more cubs.
Carole and Howard have long advocated for a bill in Congress called the Big Cat Public Safety Act.
What this does is it bans the cub handling and phases out the private ownership.
Unlicensed individuals can't own big cats, and zoo owners can't let the public pet them or hold them.
Everything that we have worked for the history of the sanctuary.
First introduced in 2012, the Big Cat Public Safety Act finally appears to have real momentum, passed by the House in December. It's now poised to clear the Senate.
We are so excited. Oh my goodness.
Its chances are enormously better this session.
Paws crossed. We are hoping nothing derails it at this point.
Robert Price, Fox News at 9.